welcome to the Bearded Bro Show podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Dustin, and I'm forever joined by...
Trev, as always. And you know what? It's a good day. I got my Charizard today. I didn't even tell Dustin that yet, but I got Charizard today on Pokemon Go, and it's a good day. So, that's the only reason it ends up being a good day. No, it's my Friday. That's another reason, but I literally, before I left work, pulled up Pokemon Go, and there was like 2 Charmanders pop up, and I had like 90-something eggs. And, like, none of this is making sense to people that don't play Pokemon, but, like, you basically need a certain amount to evolve. And I had Charmeleon forever, and, like, just a bunch of Charmanders started popping up. Like, everywhere, out of, like, all the times I've tried to get him, the reason that I've taken so long to get a Charizard is because Charmander never pops up. And I don't know if Dustin's played Pokemon Go in a while, but, like...
I actually have Charmeleon as my companion and hoping walking like gives him enough candies.
Why the heck have I not added you yet? But anyway, after this, send me your code. But anyway, but I got Charizard now, and that was literally like, that's like it. I could quit the game and be fine. Like that was my end goal.
I have a Gyarados.
What?
I have a Gyarados.
Well, okay.
The funny thing is, now listen, I got Gyarados really early on. Because I got the game, obviously, like the day it came out, I played it. I lived in Florida at the time. So if you were by like a body of water, it was giving you like a bunch of water types. And it just was Magikarp after Magikarp. So I just kept on getting them. And I got a Gyarados. I got a Gyarados in like a week within the game being out.
That's cool.
And people were like, holy shit, he got a Gyarados.
It's funny because
like,
Squirtle...
Just go walk up and down the beach.
Squirtle was my first Pokemon on there. And I haven't like... got rid of him or anything, or transferred him just because I'm just like, my first Pokemon, I'm going to keep him. And then I noticed after all this time, like, he's literally really rare. How is he my first one? Like, because I really rarely catch him. But I could go, like, a day. I could, like, go a whole week, play every day.
I have a Blastoise,
for,
too.
like, 7 days straight, and then just quit for, like, 2 or 3 days. So it's like, I'm obviously not doing a good job by, like, actually trying to catch any, but, like... The Charizard thing is just like, okay, that's it. Like, that was literally my end goal from, like, the beginning. So, but... Charizard's an OG, you know? He's, like, an original... He's, like, in the stuff that, like, I grew up with. And all these ones that...
He's in the original 150.
Like, all the... Yeah, that's true. All these ones that are new, like, they're cool, and some of them look really cool, and sometimes I'll make them my buddy just because they look cool, but, like, I'm just, like... I don't know, though. There's just this disconnect of, like, yeah, but all these original ones is really what I want to make my buddies. And so Charizard's that's a big milestone for me. And actually, they have Pikachu with the Charizard hat right now, which is hilarious. I don't know why. I don't know what it's celebrating. But they got so many Pikachus over time that have different hats and stuff. It's pretty amazing. By the way, we have merch.
So, we do.
We have merch.
If you want to wait over a month to get it, man, order it if you don't care about waiting. It's funny. I was actually just telling
Teespring.
So I ordered my merch, I don't know, like a week or two after Trav. It really wasn't long after Trav ordered his. I ordered mine on April 10th. I got an email notification saying it started printing on April 13th. My shit is still printing. I got 2 fucking items. I got a t-shirt and a hoodie. Like, I understand with everything going on. If there's complications, fine. Send me a fucking update, please. Like, is the guy they hired to fucking print our merch just, like, fucking off somewhere and not printing my merch? Fuck Dustin, I guess. Like, so it got to the point that I was getting so fed up, right? That I literally screenshotted my order that said it was printing. Went to Teespring's Twitter page, and you can DM them directly without them following you back. I DM'd them, sent them a picture, took them 2 days to reply to me. They replied to me today. They're like, oh, we would love to help. You know, what's the name and the email address associated with the order? I give them the information, and I have not heard anything back, and that was at probably 2, 3 o'clock. Haven't heard anything back.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And I got mine. I just I don't want to make any promises.
Yours took about a month too, though.
But
yours took a while.
Yeah, it did. This episode, though, that you guys are listening to now, may or may not be a unboxing for me by then. I'm hoping to get it out, but if it's there, it's there. If not, then it's coming. Like, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But like, I am going to do an unboxing because I did get it, and literally, it's funny because the mug came in its own separate box, so it's like basically 2 packages, and I just thought that was kind of funny. But like, it's just this little tiny cubed box. So that could have easily got lost and then, like, in the shirt be separated. Like, I don't know. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Lucas Starr, because I got one of his shirts, and I'm actually wearing it right now, because I took a shower and I threw it on. It's like this huge freaking Star Strong, or not Star Strong, it's Stay Strong. Like, he had a Star Strong shirt, but he put a Stay Strong, and on the back it's Stay Home. So I guess his idea was like, oh, I'm going to jump in on this coronavirus thing and make shirts, but... I love it. It's an amazing font and everything. And I really don't wear a whole lot of like just regular. I would just call it like a very normal blue color. Like it's not like too dark, but not too bright either. A very just medium blue, whatever you want to call that. But yeah, I don't wear a lot of those, but like this one's definitely like, well, it's Lucas Starr, so, and he's got like a little star on his sleeve that has LS inside the star, which is amazing. I'm like, okay, that's a cool idea. He should just make that his logo in general. Like,
Lucas is awesome, actually.
We've had him on the show a couple times.
Lucas and I don't know, like, like, Lucas and I have always been friends, but, like, over this past, like, couple weeks, Lucas and I became, like, super close. Like, Lucas and I have literally talked every single day. He's been in, like, all my live streams. He's been in all Trista's live streams. I've been in all of his live streams. Like, I don't know. Lucas is just, like... Lucas is awesome. And Lucas actually spilled the tea about you-know-who, Trav.
Oh, okay.
He did it on my live stream. On my live stream.
Okay. Well, then
we put a certain individual on blast.
Well, then he wasn't going to hide it anymore.
Oh, no, he even told me, he's like, dude, I'm so glad I like got to talk about that on your stream. It was a good time.
Oh, man, there's so much about that. There's just, like, my mind has been blown over the last, like, year. Basically just like, oh, dear God. And it all makes sense. Yeah. Let's just say that. I won't go any further because I don't want to start, like, actually saying stuff, but let's just say, and you know what? And me and Dustin are the same way when it comes to, we never want to hate on anybody. Like, we never want to throw any shade towards other people, but, like, it's just sometimes through friends, you find out that certain people are just not as cool as you thought. And it's always, and it, you know, that could be a whole episode in the future that's, you know, obviously not talking about this person, but, like, it could be a whole episode based on it.
Right. And I think the thing is, too, with Trav and I, is we both kind of had the same suspicions about it. Like, something just didn't quite seem right, and then it all
makes sense now, and it's so weird, like, you know, and sometimes I'm wrong about any of that, and I told him on the phone one time, I was just like, bro, like, I was right? Like, I questioned it, I was like, I was right? Like, it made no sense, and Ashley felt the same way, too, before I ever found out anything, so I'm like, it all just came crashing down.
It all lined up.
In a way, it's pretty amazing, but it sucks finding it out, you know? It's like, it sucks to find out certain people aren't what you thought, but then it's kind of like, whoa. It's like, I don't know, some people are just trash, but I don't know. It's just, it is what it is.
That's right. So, good news, though, before I get into what I want to talk about the little scare that I went through.
Oh, yeah, right. I was going to ask you about that, then I forgot about it till just now.
We will talk about it. So, if you guys don't know, I don't know if I got to talk about it on the podcast, I actually bought a new camera. Trav knows.
Yes.
I bought the Canon M50.
Crispy.
I started like a kind of, not really like a fundraiser, but like a donation goal on my Twitch channel. And we actually hit the donation goal of, like, first of all, my donation goal was passed. I just want to say big thank you to Lucas and my buddy Jordan, a.k.a. Chronic Gamer Guy, and my buddy Will. They all donated, and I raised like $120, which was insane. And my friend Eric donated as well. So I managed to get a really good Joby GorillaPod. I got the 3K kit. And then I managed to get a microphone that mounts on top of my camera, and the audio, like now that I have it fine-tuned, is insane. Like, Trav, if you actually watch my Liquid Ice videos, like the first like 2 reviews are on my phone, and then there's like one on my camera, like the third one, and then the fourth review is like my camera with the microphone before I could figure out how to change the audio settings. And then like the last one was like my camera on the tripod with the microphone with the audio settings just right. There was literally no background noise. It just picked up.
It's the video that keeps on giving, because it's like it starts out kind of like with lower quality, then by the end you have better quality. So someone's got to be watching all that all the way through, being like, "Wait, something changed." Like,
Yeah.
that's great.
It's pretty funny. But what I'm trying to get to is I actually decided, because like I've been watching, like I watch Lucas every day. I always tune in Lucas's vlogs, and it just like I used to vlog, and it just something just like inspired me, and I was like, and I think it was Lucas, to be honest with you, and I was just like, man, like I missed vlogging. Like it was just so fun. So I actually started doing vlogging again, and it's not going to be daily. What I decided to do is do weekly vlogs where I'm going to film Monday through Friday, edit on Saturday, upload Sunday, and then start fresh Monday for the new week. But I actually got all my clips for today, which happy Star Wars Day, by the way. May the 4th be with you.
Dun 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 dun.
But I think after Trav and I do the podcast, I'm going to go ahead and edit my Monday clips together. And I did a coffee montage. Like, I feel like you're an official vlogger when you do a coffee montage. I don't know. But I thought the weekly vlogs would be cool. I'm going to upload them to my Minecraft channel, just so people can get like a little behind the scenes of like what goes on. Sometimes it's going to be nothing. And another reason I decided to go weekly, say like, I mean, tomorrow's like, I'm going to see Eric again. Eric's home. We're going to hang out. We're going to do some stuff. Me, him, and Tristan, the kids. But like, say like, I don't do anything on Thursday. Like, if I don't pick up the camera, like, who really cares? You know what I mean? Like, you're not missing anything. Then I don't feel the pressure as if I was going daily that I have to pick up and at least film something. Whereas, like, if, you know, like, something's going on and, like, it's just not exciting to record or nothing to talk about, then I'm not going to do it. I don't have to worry about it. Then people can just have whatever days that I recorded in one video. So
Right.
But, yeah, we had a scare
That you did.
on Sunday. No, it was actually like technically Sunday, but I say it happened Saturday night because it's never the next day until I go to bed.
Yeah.
Like it could be like 3:00 in the morning right now, and it's still Monday. Like I don't give a shit what y'all think, all you technical people. But so Trista works 1 to 10. Now, or no. She's back on the 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. shifts, not 1 to 10. She's been working 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. So Saturday, she woke up and she was like, oh, like I kind of have like this weird like pain, like lower abdomen, and you know, being girls, like you think, oh, like that cramps, that's associated with your time of the month. But then like we thought about it and we're like, no, like Trista just had that, TMI, I know, but like I'm not getting any more detail about that. And so I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, it could have been something you ate, you know, maybe it was something. It could be anything, really. She, like, laid down and rested and relaxed. And throughout the day, when she was at work, it got worse. She came home, and she was in pretty bad pain. Like, Trista is a very strong person, and she has a pretty good pain tolerance. But I can tell. Like, when Trista's in pain like that, then you know it's something pretty bad. So it got to the point where she's trying to go to bed, she's laying down, and next thing I know, it's like 3:00 in the morning and she's sitting up in bed like doubled over in pain, crying. And if she's crying because of pain, then I know it's something serious. And she was like, okay, like I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go to Express Care like 8:00 in the morning, I'm gonna see what's wrong. Well, then like I start to freak out, right? Like I have anxiety. I'm thinking like all this stuff, and like as I'm explaining it to like people, and then people that have like, you know, like I have family members that have dealt with that stuff and like appendicitis and gallbladders, and they're telling me, oh, it could be this and it could be that and it could be this. Maybe her appendix ruptured. And all I'm thinking is like, holy shit! Like if her appendix ruptured, she's bleeding out, And if that's the case, like she's not, if she went to sleep, she's not waking up. Like that's it. Like, you know, like they would have to fix that. That's a very serious thing. And appendicitis happens. And when it happens quick. There's no build up to it. Just one day you can wake up and your appendix is like, fuck you, I'm out. And like it's scary. It really is. And Trista looked at me and she was like, it honestly feels like something is going to burst inside of me. And I was like, get the fuck up. Get up, get dressed. I got up. I fucking threw pants on. I was like, let's go. And I was like, I'm taking you to the emergency room. It's like 3:30 in the morning at this point. So she's like, okay, which I'm surprised I actually convinced her to go. Trista was supposed to work Sunday. So it's like 3:30 in the morning. And like I thought about, like, okay, if she gets whatever, she gets there, she's fine, it's nothing serious, she doesn't hurt anymore, she'll probably still go to work. She doesn't work till 4 p.m. Well, we get to the hospital, and by the way, everything is fucking back-asswards. Yes, I said it like that on purpose, sue me. And it's just like, you have to drive around, it's like a maze, and it's like, it's all fucked up. So like, not only do I have her in pain, I'm freaking the fuck out because like, it's not the normal way that I've ever gone into that hospital's emergency room. So I'm like getting overwhelmed with that. She's in pain, and all I'm thinking is like the worst possible thing. I'm like, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god. Like this place is gonna be nuts because of this whole virus thing. Like it's gonna be crazy. There's probably gonna be 1 million people in here. We get there, and Trista's like, well, let me go in and, you know, see if there's anybody in there. She goes in. I was like, okay, well, let me know, and I'll, you know, like I'll come in with you. I didn't think anything of it at that point. Like, in my mind, like it's like I almost forgot about like the whole virus thing for this like split second, because all I want to do is be with Trista. You know, like I just want to make sure she's okay. I just want to be like, even if we can't like be together, like I want to know, I want to be somewhere in the hospital that I can know, that somebody can relay some sort of information to me. So I thought she was going to go check and just come right back out. So she goes in, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm like, what the fuck? Now, in the hospitals, I don't know if it's just our hospital or just really any hospital, you have terrible cell phone reception. Like, it is impossible to get a hold of anybody. So I'm waiting, and I message her, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I don't hear anything back, and I'm like, holy shit. So I get up, get out of my car, and I go to the door, and I have to hit this button. Door opens up. And this guy, I shit you not, this guy that I dealt with, again, let's take it back to this whole customer servicing. This guy that I had to deal with, who was a nurse, was a fucking asshole. A complete and utter dickhead. So he's like, what can I help you with? Like, just like that. And I was like, sir, my fiance just came in here. Mind you, like, I put hand sanitizer on. I had a mask on. He goes, oh, no, you can't be in here. And I just kind of looked at him, and I was like, my fiance's in here. He's like, yeah, but no visitors. And I was like, I dropped her off. And he was like, yeah, but you can't be in here. And I was like, dude, what if it's something serious I can't find out? Well, she's just going to have to contact you the best way possible. And I literally looked this guy dead in the face. I was like, you fucking asshole. And I fucking ripped my mask off. I turned and I stormed out. Shaking my head. I was pissed because this guy just handled this like a complete dickhead, right? So eventually I hear back from Trista. She's like, hey, look, they're doing all this tests. They're going to do these tests on me. I'm the only one in here. They got me right in. So like at that point, I had a little bit, I felt a little more at ease, but I was still mad. Like I told her, like, this nurse was a dickhead. So she asked the doctor, some nice lady who was the doctor on duty. And the lady's like, no, like, I'm really sorry. Like, I wish I could. I understand. Like, I get it. He wants to be in here with you. You want him in here. She's like, but due to the virus, like, it's our protocol. We're not allowed. Which, if that guy would have told me that at the fucking door, I would have understood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I was just so mad because he handled like an asshole, a complete dick. So I went and I sat in the car, and I was there until almost like 8 o'clock in the morning. Trista walks out. I didn't sleep. And so they did all kinds of tests on her. They did pregnancy tests. She's not pregnant. No STDs, which obviously, like, I would know because she's my only partner and I'm her only partner and we're both clean. So, like, I knew that wasn't but I understand they still have to check for all that. And all it was is like she just had a little bit of bacteria, and it was causing a little bit of swelling in the tubes, her tubes near her kidneys. Females have tubes, guys. We don't, I don't think. But just a little bit of swelling. So they gave her an antibiotic. She's still in a little bit of pain, but hopefully these antibiotics help. She has to take them for 7 days. If she's not feeling better in 7 days, then she has to see a specialist. But from everything that they've done, the ultrasounds and the different tests, the CT scans, it wasn't anything with her appendix or anything like that. So, which is good. I mean, we're still not 100% sure what it is. Hopefully it's just the bacteria that's causing the swelling, and this medicine will knock it out, and she'll be good to go. So, but yeah, that was an absolutely terrifying experience. I was a ball of anxiety the entire time. And I didn't want to leave. And the thing is, like, the hospital you're at is literally 2 minutes from my mother's house. It's not even, I don't even think the hospital's a minute away from my mother's house if you're driving. It's literally on the same road my mom lives on. So I called my mom. It was like 4 a.m. I woke her up. I'm sorry, Mom. And I was like, hey, like, Trista's in the emergency room. They won't let me in. You know, like, I'll keep you updated. I just wanted to let you know, like, if you try to contact me tomorrow and don't hear from me, then, you know, like, that's why. So my mom, like, she told me, she's like, look, I'll unlock the door, like, come home, get some sleep, you know, whatever you want to do. And I was like, as good as it sounded, and by the way, I had to piss so bad. I had to pee so bad, but I couldn't leave Trista. So I held my pee because the hospital wasn't letting me in to go to the bathroom. So, but it was stupid, man. I was so fucking mad at that guy. But we're hoping that it's nothing serious and that Trista is going to be okay. So from what they saw, it was nothing with her appendix or gallbladder or anything like that. So, and no kidney stones either, which is good.
Yeah, you don't want that. No,
No,
yeah.
but it was just a shit show, man.
I've had
Like, it just
situations like
sucked.
that, and then, like, I'm pretty sure I have had moments. Actually, I've had, like, my mom go to the hospital, and then I have a key to her house, so I just, like, literally, like, you know, I've had situations like that, too, where it's like, man, I gotta pee so bad, and I'm just like, wait, I have, like, a house I could go to and unlock myself and go. It's just funny whenever, it's, like, so weird whenever you go to, like, your parents' house or something, and you have a situation where you're by yourself there, though. It's, like, so weird. It's kind of like I'm basically babysitting the house. But
Like, I almost thought about driving to my mom's house because they live out in, like, the country. Kind of. Like, there's nobody really around them. And it was dark. I thought about, like, literally pulling up in the driveway, pissing in the middle of the driveway, getting back in my car and going right back to the hospital.
yeah,
But I didn't.
your brain
But
goes
yeah, it
through a
was,
lot of scenarios whenever you have to go to the bathroom really bad. But
Yeah. I had to lay on my side and pinch the head of my dick to not pee. I'm just being honest.
so you
I
sat
don't know
there
if you've ever had to
basically
do
from
it.
4 to like 8 a.m. needing to pee really bad.
From like 3, yeah, like a little after 3:30 until almost 8
I can't do it, man. Like
a little over
I don't
4
have
hours.
I mean I don't know. I think I just don't have a good hold tolerance. Like I can't. Like I can hold for a really long time, but when it's just that feeling like you're about to freaking burst, it's just like it's the worst. But then it comes and goes. So it's like it's fighting through the waves.
Oh, no, like I had to lay in the fetal position and pinch. But like as soon as I would adjust and let go, that like bow, dude, full force. It was like I'm not going away. Like this is it, brother. Like you're about to you're gonna piss either right outside your car in the parking lot of this emergency room, or you're gonna piss your pants. I held it. I held off, and then when Tristan and I got home that morning, I pissed like you would not believe, and it was the best feeling in the entire world. It really was. It was. I was like, oh man, it's like I pissed all my stress away. So that was exciting. But dude, I don't know, man. You pinched the head, it helps. I just want to say too that night, Jason Callan got a package. Okay, we talked about Jason Callan on here a couple times, and this man got a new webcam. Somebody sent him like a 1080p webcam for his camera. And I just want to say, Jason trying to figure out how to fuck to use a webcam is the most wholesome thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it really is.
It's because like that man for so long, like Trav and I have mentioned, has just made do with what he has. He hardly ever uses a real camera, and he just films from like his laptop just because of it's convenient, it's quick, it's easy, it's what he knows, and it's what he sticks to. But holy shit, him trying to use a webcam was so funny. I could not get over it.
Yeah, I need to check that one out for sure.
It's so funny. Like, you gotta watch his unboxing Trav and go to the end. He like plugs the webcam in. He's like holding it up to his mouth. He's like, "Is this a speaker?" Like, and it's like super HD, and all you see, like, you don't even see his nose. You just see 2 eyes, forehead, and hair. Like super close up.
God,
it's great.
Well,
it's a good
hopefully
time.
he'll use it instead of just like, oh, I want to go back to the old way. I don't know, but like maybe I don't know. He just
But
needs.
see, this plugs into his laptop, so
He
it's,
needs
it's
somebody. He just needs somebody to come in there in his house and just like show him how to do things. Like, because if he would learn, editing and all of that, he could. I feel like he could pick it up. He just, I don't know. He's just old fashioned because he's an older guy,
Yep.
and there's nothing wrong with that. But
And the funny thing is Jason only lives like an hour and a half away from me.
right, I do kind of have like a plan, like not really a cemented plan, but I do want to like meet him one day and just like, because I know he'd be freaking out in a good way, like just like he'd be just like
I know, I want to meet him too.
ecstatic about doing reviews together and stuff. Because even if I'd probably just go down there for like a day for like a few hours, but he definitely
See, Trav can come see me,
yeah, exactly,
right? And then we can go see Jason.
yeah, there you go. The Bearded Bro Show
Come to my wedding
podcast, and
next
we're
year.
here literally in person with Jason Cowlin. That'd be insane.
Yep. Filming on his freaking 1080p webcam.
Do like a freaking
In his
video
kitchen.
podcast version.
Yep.
Oh,
Right in
dear
his
God.
kitchen. That'd be so funny.
Have to buy an extra mic just for that. That's why like
Just
a
so
freaking.
funny.
I thought about it. I actually have thought about literally buying a second Blue Yeti just for convenience. Because, like, I have this on this tripod stand that I bought separated, like, from that. But when me and, like, Thomas do videos together, we set on the we do it on the counter and kind of, like, try to do, like, kind of a panel thing. And it's much better and much more, like, you can see us both. We're not trying to squeeze into the camera too much. And I'll use my Blue Yeti headset, my Blue Yeti mic just for crisper audio, just because you can. Because, I mean, and if you're yelling at a camera that's, like, way over there, it's not as good audio at all. Like, the mic makes such a... Like, once you use a mic, it's hard to go back. But,
You just need one that you can just keep on like its original stand and just set in front of you guys out of frame.
that's exactly... Well, I mean, I don't know. Like,
I don't know, not out of frame, but like,
my point being
you
that...
could have it there.
I have to dismount this thing and put it together every time and screw it in. It's just this, like, I don't know. It just takes a lot of time. I know that's only like 5 minutes of my life, so why am I complaining? But I literally have just thought of, like, I could just have one on the stand and one at the ready on a little mounted stand, because it comes with the mounted stand. So I don't know. I might one day do that and maybe even get a different color. So I've just got the standard
It's
black.
not even really that you're complaining. Being a content creator, I know.
Convenience
If
is
you
everything.
can do anything to lighten the load, and just kind of make things a little easier. Because if you think about it that way, that's just more shit you can pump out at a quicker rate. You don't have to
Exactly.
take the time to take it off, to put it back on. Like, it's just there, it's ready to go. Fire it up, get that review.
Because I literally
done.
had
It's
it
like-
on the little mounted stand before I recorded this, and before I called Dustin, I'm like, oh great, I gotta screw this on the tripod. Like, I literally could just easily buy another one, not to be like, oh, I have money, but like, but it's just...
It's a good budget microphone.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a
And
lot easier
of
to justify spending the $70 on it,
highly
$80.
subbed YouTubers have, I noticed, freaking Blue Yetis. I was watching Rhett and Link, like, on their freaking Good Mythical Morning channel. They have been having to do it from home on like a webcam. Not really webcam, they have good cameras, but a kind of cut in the middle screen where both of them are at their houses, and they both are literally using 2 Blue Yetis. I'm like, that's insane. Like, if they use it, then I'm proud to use it. I'm proud to use it anyway, but it's just nice to see that, like, bigger people use something like that I'm using. It's just like that feeling, it's like, I don't know. It's nice.
It's just crazy too, because I noticed that with my camera microphone. I've never had the urge to put a microphone on camera, but like when you fine tune it to where you need it, it is like it's a world of difference, and it's not like crystal clear like how you guys hear us on the podcast. Obviously, it's completely different. You know, that's like a direct power source into the computer, but basically with my microphone, if I'm outside, it's going to eliminate that wind noise, and it's only going to pick up me. It's going to take that background noise out, so it's a lot more pleasant to watch and listen to than it is if I am outside and you hear me trying to talk over it. You know, it's just
Yeah,
it's
man.
cool. Little things make big differences, believe me.
Definitely. They always
It's
do,
just
and
like
they
the same
always
thing
will.
with my microphone now. Yeah, exactly. Like my microphone now, because I have the Audio-Technica AT2020. That's my first microphone I had, which is still a great mic, by the way. Like, don't get me wrong. But to me, there's a noticeable a noticeable audio difference between my HyperX Quadcast and the Audio-Technica AT2020. Is the AT2020 a great mic? Yes, it's very good, and you can find it now for a really good price. Back when I got that thing, it was stupidly expensive because that was like the mic to have when I had that mic. So, but I just noticed a difference. But that was also many years ago, which I'm actually coming up actually on the 19th of this month. I'm going to be 6 years. 6 years on the Minecraft channel. Can you fucking, dude?
What, May? Like May
That's
19th or
insane.
May?
May 19th.
And then you're not far off from my freaking June, I think 23rd is my, like, first video at least on the Trav Tries channel. Because I, like, had a little weird starter kind of channel before that, but, like, I just counted as, like, okay, I've been basically, which is just crazy to think about, but, like, it's like I've had the channel for, in June it'll be, I made the channel in April, and then June was my first video, so I just counted as, like, when I dropped the first video.
Right.
But, so that's freaking almost 8 years, coming up, but I've said it a billion times, like, I took breaks and everything, so I can't really say, hey, I've been doing YouTube for a straight 8 years, like, not really, but, I don't know, still a pretty good amount. Like, me and Ryan were talking about it and trying to actually mathematically figure it out, like, if I put a video out every week, like, back then, like, how long am I actually been counted as doing this? We haven't taken really the time to, like, figure it out further, but yeah, it's just an interesting thought, like, how long am I actually, I don't know, just because, like, I just want to know the number, but, you know,
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, so,
I don't know
but
if you know
technically 8-year anniversary coming up, which is just crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. I can't believe 6 years. It's wild, man. It's a wild, wild thing. But I don't know if you know this, Trav, but Jedi Fallen Order had a big update today.
Yeah, I saw it updating on my Xbox, but what does it even consist of?
So now you can actually play as an Inquisitor. So you can put on the Inquisitor outfit. You can have a red blade, which I was rocking in my live stream earlier. It looks really cool. You can have what's called New Journey Plus. So you can replay the game with all the cosmetics that you already have. And now whenever you go to a meditation circle, you can do training. So you can hit Y if you're on the Xbox or triangle on the PlayStation and do like this whole training mode. You can set up your own like battle grid and like fight different enemies. You can spawn whatever you want, or you can do like waves of enemies in different areas, and it's really cool and an awesome way to gain XP.
Nice. Yeah, I've been
So,
thinking
it's pretty
about
sweet.
that. Like, I'm playing so much other stuff right now, and I still gotta beat Odyssey because freaking Valhalla's coming, and oh my god, that looks amazing.
That trailer was wild.
I saw someone, like, it made me laugh so hard because someone said, dude, I'm so hyped for this game. This looks awesome. And then someone commented, like, just a trailer, dude. And it's like, I'm on both sides, where I'm excited about the game, but I am aware that this is just a live action trailer like they've always done. It's not
Yeah.
gameplay in any sort of way. So I'm definitely excited to see the actual gameplay. And, you know, I think we're going to see an age where games that are on a next gen console, because this will be Valhalla will be Ubisoft's supposed first next gen, like for the Series X and the PS5, which I still think the new Xbox name is cool, but it's just like it's weird to say because it's like
The Series X.
it's just really like, okay, is that really what they're gonna call it? I don't know. I don't hate it. It's just like throws me off because I think of just an Xbox One X when I think of it. But
And what's so funny too is I was saying in my stream earlier, my Xbox One that I have is the original Xbox One, right? So like it's just getting to the point that it gets real loud randomly, like it struggles to read discs. Like I have to like hold my Xbox at like an angle for it to read
mine
the
just
disc when I put
turned
a
on
disc in there.
randomly sometimes. Like just the cats didn't even touch it. It just that's what it did before I upgraded.
Mine does it too, and I find out that it does that when there's an update.
Wow.
It's really weird. So you can actually shut that off. And right now, the Xbox One X's are on sale for like $300, which I know some people are like, holy shit, $300. But like, I'm like, oh my God, $300, because they were $500 for the longest time. And this is probably the cheapest. You're going to get an Xbox One X until the Series X comes out. Then they'll obviously lower in price. But it's like, I need a new Xbox. It's just getting to that point, and I really want to play in 4K, but it's like, do I really want to go spend the $300 now? And then, in a few months when the holidays roll around and the Series X comes out, I'll just spend the extra $200 and get the newer console. Why spend $300 now and $500 later and have almost $1,000 wrapped up in consoles when I can just, I'd just much rather buy the new one when it comes out.
Right.
And just handle it that way.
And for me, I upgraded to the X because I'm just like, well, I already know that I'm not going to buy this. And I'll probably change my mind. Series X could be a right-on release thing, but I just feel like every Xbox One that's come out has always been like, or Xbox in general has always been like, the first release is rough and they have problems. They have a lot of people taking it back. I'm just going to kind of wait whenever it comes out and just see if the reviews are good. Like, is it actually that good of a console? And then think about buying it. Like, and wait until, I don't know. I don't necessarily need a price drop. I just need, like, it to be good. Like, have your money's worth. Yeah. That way you're not having to deal with the hassle of, like, whatever, kind of like the Red Ring of Death for 360s. That was just like, really? And then they built ones that were like, couldn't do that anymore. And it's just like, it's crazy. And I had 2 of those do that to me, by the way. I went through 2 360s and then had a new 360 that was the version that can't do that. And then, and then Xbox One. And I've had my Xbox One for like years, like original Xbox One, and recently I did actually go for what he's talking about, the Jedi Fallen Order, the one that comes with that. I just upgraded to the X because I was just like, man, I would hate for this thing to crap out on me and then I don't have like a backup in a way. So I don't know, that's just kind of how I was thinking of it. Plus it's the next step to 4K for me because I still am sitting at it. I love my 1080p TV. It's a freaking I think it's 50-inch. And I love it. It's just like, I had to take all those steps to get to that. So, like, I bought a PS4 and, got the Xbox One X. So now it's like, well, I'm now ready for PlayStation and Xbox for 4K. Just don't have the TV yet. So it's like, well, that's the next step.
And you can get a 4K TV now for a decent price.
We already agreed that we'll probably wait till like Black Friday or something, but like something may change. I might just buy it just to be like, hey, extra money to throw around or something and just freaking do it. I don't know. Like, but it's I love the X, man. It's like it definitely powers up faster. They had a lot to show for with the PlayStation because PS4 when I bought it, it was just like, wow, what? Like, it just comes on, and that's it. There's no, like, big intro, really. I mean, there is, but it's not, like, a big deal. I mean, you turn it on, and within, like, seconds, you're already ready to sign in. Just like, that already showed me. I'm not trying to get into, like, a what's better war here, because I love Xbox, like, and I always have. It's got Halo, it's got Gears, it's got stuff I don't get to have on PlayStation. Like, but I do have to say that I respect the PS4 so much for just what it is. It's a really fast console, really nice. I haven't had any issues. It is, mine's used too, so it's like I was about to say new, but I forgot that it's used. But the X, I'm just like, I'm shocked with the difference. The X is like, I go in when I'm playing the game, I go to the party that I'm in, and it just loads everyone's name and like picture and everything just like super quick. But whereas before, I didn't realize how slow it was actually being. I don't know. Definitely excited for the Series X. But my point I was about to make earlier is Assassin's Creed Valhalla is like gonna be on the X, well, just the Xbox One in general, and next gen, which is like kind of how I feel like what they did with, that's kind of what they did with Black Flag when that came out. That came out right in the middle of like, okay, next gen, but I feel like, I think we're finally at an age with games where, like, it's not like the jump between the PS2 version of a game and the 360 version of a game, where the 360 version was better graphics, better detail, probably even a whole other chunk of it is there, and then it's not on the PS2. Because I remember playing freaking Spider-Man 3, the Raimi Films game, on PS2 and being like, this isn't the game that I thought I was going to be and like what it looks like and everything. And then I found out, 360 is like the next gen like of that time. And because I was looking at all these screenshots in magazines and stuff. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, when you read magazines for games instead of freaking look up everything on the internet. But
Game Informer, baby.
Yeah. And but yeah, like, so I think we're finally at an age where the only real difference between those two is going to be like, okay, I mean, the Series X is probably going to have a billion differences. I'm just saying, game-wise, they're going to probably put the same exact game on. It's just the difference between 4K and, I don't know. Actually,
the Series X is actually 8K ready.
That is crazy.
8K.
That's
disgusting.
Crazy. Man, well then what's the point in getting a 4K TV? Like whenever the 8K thing is going to come out.
But 8Ks are going to be so expensive for so long. And here's the thing: it's like I have a 4K TV, like I said, and I've watched things in 4K. Like there's things on Netflix that are in 4K, like that Our Planet show.
To me, it's not. And then I've watched like 4K. Like it's just.
I've watched 4K on YouTube, and then like Disney Plus, they released the entire Skywalker saga, on there, and my kids wanted to watch Rise of Skywalker, so we put it on, and I was like watching it, and I was like, this, holy fuck, like, it was just this moment of like it. I got like so immersed in it, and it was like. I swear to God, like I was the camera, like everything was so smooth and so clear that I felt like I was like face to face with the actors. It was insane. And I think about things like 8K, and it's like, if 4K looks that good, like what the hell is 8K gonna look like? Because at that point, like watching something in 8K is like having 20/20 vision. Like it's fucking crazy, man.
I don't know, man. Okay, and just to clarify how I feel about those things, about how, like, 1080p, and, like, I'm so used to 1080p that I think 1080p has always been fine. If the planet would have just stopped there and been like, 1080p is good enough, that's, like, obviously they weren't gonna do that. But, like, movies and shows in 4K, I cannot, and maybe Rise of Skywalker would be different. Maybe I would watch it and be like, okay, this is the better version of that. But I have only ever seen the really bad 4K stuff. I remember when the Force Awakens trailer came out, and I watched, I didn't see it for the first time this way, but we went to like these people's house, and we pulled up the Force Awakens trailer, and they had a 4K TV, and it was the 4K version on YouTube, so it was just going to be in 4K. And I just saw like Kylo Ren walk and do the igniting the saber in the snow with his hood on and everything, and I was just like, gross. Like, it just literally looked like, and what I've always, and me and Ryan have talked about it, he agrees with me that 4K movies and shows, anyway, I'm not talking about games, but movies and shows, just like, they just have this look that, I guess it's because we're not used to it or whatever, but it looks like literally a soap opera. Like, it literally, like that, just, I don't know how to explain it, but you just have like a cheap camera on set, on the set of a film. It literally looks like, it doesn't look like, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't look digital. It like looks, it's almost weird to say, but almost too real. Like, I don't know how to explain that at all, the motion and everything. But I have always agreed about
Because
this.
it's so smooth.
That games look the best in 4K. Like, games are meant to be in 4K, in my opinion. Like, they look like the frame rate, you know, if you're playing Assassin's Creed and you're like free running on rooftops and you turn your camera to like look completely an opposite, like the transition with the camera movement is so smooth, and like Gears is like, I don't even know how they make Gears look like that. It's phenomenal looking in 4K. Like, it look like Gears is like suddenly becoming like, because those are cartoony kind of looking characters, big bulky guys in armor and stuff, but it looks like real life. It's so bizarre.
I heard the same thing, like Sea of Thieves. If you have Game Pass, Trav, download Sea of Thieves on your X and put that on, because apparently Sea of Thieves in 4K is just like, it's a whole different. It doesn't even look like. I don't know how to explain it. People say it's just a complete difference. Well, you don't have a 4K TV, so I guess you won't see the difference.
I just still gotta get used to movies and all that. It would just take. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take years for me to just 4K is the only thing I can see for like a long time, and then I'll probably get used to it. But I'm not excited about it. I'm just like, man, I don't know. It's just something off about it. The motion of it. It's almost kind of like that kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it almost makes me kind of seasick feeling. It's just like, I don't know. It sounds odd.
I know what you mean. It's when you watch something in 4K for the first time, like something, with real people in it, it's so smooth and so like like Trav said, it almost looks too real.
Yeah,
but I don't know. So, Rise of Skywalker, it looks good. And I guess I'm used to my 4K TV. Like, I watch stuff on it all the time, and I guess I just adjust it to it. But
that's why I want a 4K
seeing things
TV
in 4K for
games.
the first time is just wild. It's wild. It's an experience. I've never got the game in 4K yet. I've only ever seen movies and stuff in 4K. But yeah, hopefully the only thing that would ever convince me to the only way I'd end up getting a new Xbox before the Series X comes out is if something happens to mine. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. I can't really knock on the wood here, but I did it. Nothing happens to my Xbox because if something happens to my Xbox, everything, my entire YouTube channel is pretty much fucked at that point. So it's like, if my Xbox goes, like, I don't have a choice. Like, I have to go get another one, like, that day. Some way, somehow, like, I don't care, rob a fucking bank for it. Whatever. Like, if something happens to my Xbox, everything goes. I mean, like, I have Minecraft on the PC, but, like, people watch me because I build on console. Everybody that watches me builds on console. Like, I'm in that genre. So it's like, if that goes, my content's fucked.
Right.
So it's like the one thing, like, if it breaks, like, I can't just be like, oh, like, I can wait a few months and save up and get another one. No, it's like, if that goes, like, I don't have a fucking choice. Like, I need to sell my soul to the devil and get it same day, because that's like, my entire channel is built around this piece of crap Xbox that I am looking at right now.
Right.
But it's a scary thought, man, because like I was telling Trista today too, because I had to like stick it up on her dresser to like get it at the angle to read the Star Wars disc, and it got so hot, and I'm like, oh my fucking, like this thing is gonna burst into flames. Like my Xbox has never got, like, it was hot to the touch.
Jeez.
And I was like, oh man, dude, like it's totally on its last leg. It just needs to hold out for a few more months. But I mean, this thing has literally been through hell and back. It like went from Pennsylvania to Florida to Pennsylvania again. Like it's traveled everywhere. It's moved, dude. It's been dropped, thrown around like in bags. Like it's a tank, and I'm just hoping that she holds out just a little bit longer. That's all I ask for.
When's the Series X coming out anyway? Like, what? Does it have a month?
They say around holidays. I don't know if like holidays, like if we're looking around Black Friday, if we're looking around Christmas, which if it comes out around that time, good luck, because it's going to fucking sell out everywhere. It's going to be very hard to get. So,
Right.
I don't know. Depending on the price point, if it's something I can pre-order and justify, then I'll do it. But I don't know, man. They say it's going to be, I think, cheaper than the other systems, like at launch, which obviously the Xbox One came out at $500. And that bitch rode at $500 for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I think I paid a lot. I think mine was like $350, and I got my Xbox One on Black Friday, which is still a lot of money.
Yeah. Do you have your
But,
recommendation,
I got my Xbox One the year
sir?
after. Recommendation. Let's see. Recommendation.
Oh, wow. The first time Dustin's never actually had it at the gun ready right away.
Ah, dude, you really put me on the spot with this one. Recommendation. Subscribe to
Just
Lucas Star on YouTube.
Just repeating
Listen.
it. Recommendations. Recommendations. Like,
I got it, okay? So, kind of a little backstory real quick. The day that Tristan and I get married, which is a big day for us, which is May 22nd, 5/22, is also a very important day to Lucas because that was the day he had his first ever transplant, okay? So, Lucas has this thing right now. If he hits 100 subscribers on his Lucas Star channel, 50 subscribers on Twitch, or not 50 subs, 50 followers on Twitch, and 400 followers on his Star Vlogs channel, he's dyeing his hair purple.
oh, dear God.
So go subscribe to Lucas and follow Lucas on everything. Subscribe to Star Vlogs, subscribe to Lucas Star, follow him on Twitch, because I want to see Lucas with purple hair. He already looks like Axl Rose, so he just needs purple hair.
I'm going to go just make a bunch of fake accounts just to get him there. Let's just make a ton of side accounts that aren't going to be used just to see his hair purple. You know what? I thought about it too, and I'm not saying that I'm going to do this, but I thought it would be kind of funny, but way too kind of Markiplier / Jack and PewDiePie-ish should be too much like that, but just what if I did dye my hair and then we're just like the Bearded Bros with colored hair, but it would not be purple.
My hair's purple right now.
I'm not going to make it purple, but I'm probably not going to dye my hair at all. It's just...
Travis needs to go blonde.
my original color, when I was a kid, just bring it back to childhood, but no. I don't know. I'm just really I don't know. I think Ashley would kill me for that. She really just likes my hair the way it is, and I don't know. And it's, I've always hated just my hair in general because I don't know, if I'm gonna go out in public and wear a hat anyways, then what's the point in dyeing my hair? But I don't know. It's just I've always hated it, and it's always too much to mess with, and that's why in the past I've just shaved it. But then I'm I don't know. It's not really me that much anymore, but. I don't know. I can't think of a recommendation, so I'm actually kind of stalling.
And you put me
usually
on blast.
Something that Dustin says jogs it into something for me, and on this time it's I'm drawing a blank because I don't want to say. I mean, I will say it anyway. But follow Dustin and Trista on Twitch, but I can't really use that again because I've already used that before.
Maybe I can help you out. I'll give you another recommendation, man. Cherish the time you have with your loved ones right now. Just do it. Listen, I turned on Rise of Skywalker like I was telling Trav and you guys. And both kids, one on either side of me, just laid their head on me like on my chest, and I have my arms around him, and like we just watched Star Wars. And it's like that right there was a moment that I'll never forget. Like it's forever burned into my brain.
Yeah, and I hope that they really just get into it or just like become Star Wars fans, because I mean that's a really special thing. And Star Wars is for everybody, and you know it's funny. But my thought before we talked about recommendations was like, what is gonna be my recommendation? And my brain went to like, well, it's Star Wars Day, so watch more Star Wars. But then I'm like, no, that's just kind of, I don't know. So I guess I'll just let Dustin's be that. It's just like it's just just cherish moments, and just, I don't know, just feel, I guess, just grateful for what you have, and like what, even if you're not in the best situation, there's always a better day. And like I could go on and a whole other podcast about that, but like I'm just also sick and tired of just seeing like, I don't know, like homeless people and like all this stuff where they're just like, they have a sign that says "will work" or something, and it's like Walmart's like right there, dude. Just go apply. Like, I don't know. It's just
as they're standing in the parking lot soliciting.
Like, do what?
As they're standing in the parking lot soliciting that they don't have a job.
Yeah, and so it's just like, dude, like, come on, like, just, you have to work for it, man. Like, and it's just, I know this life isn't easy all the time, and like there's so much stuff going on, but just like what Dustin said, cherish moments, but also simplify your life a little bit. Like, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be so crazy. Like, and you don't have to have 100 friends, by the way. Like, I know people that are like trying to keep up with all their friends, and it's like, that's just not the way it works. Like, you can only keep up with so much before you go crazy, and you're just messing with your own sanity. And take care of yourself. Like, my boss at work is like, he hurt, like, I don't know what it's even really called, but he like hurt one of his discs in his back, and yeah, that he's like walking around limping and stuff because I don't know, he just like, he's had so much bad luck with his back and stuff all of his life and everything. And I'm not saying that he didn't take care of himself, but I know people that definitely don't and are in pain and like have like like bad knees and bad legs, but they won't do anything about it, and that always irritates me. My advice is always the same: go to the hospital. Go, I know that sometimes you just can't, and financially or whatever, but there's always some sort of way to get your foot in the door, man. Like it's not, it's just people just let stuff go. And even one of Ashley's family members is dealing with that right now. Like, he's just being hard-headed and won't go to the doctor for a certain situation where he's had surgery for the same thing, like, every year or something like that. And it's just like, dude, like, you gotta take care of yourself. So, I guess that's technically my recommendation is take care of yourself and just cherish your life for what it is, even if it's not the best. Like, just, you could have worse. And that's cliche, right, but it's true. You could have a lot worse. You could just be, like, dying in a hole somewhere. Like, literally. Some people probably are. And it's just, like, I don't know, man. Like, you gotta, I don't know, deal with what you got. And, like, try to have better, like me and Dustin being creators, we talk about it all the time. Like, we always are trying to do little things on our channels and stuff to make for a better experience for ourselves. Like, that goes for life too. Like, you can make the decision to make better choices right here and now. Even as you listen to this podcast right here in this moment, you can literally make the decision to whatever problem you're having in your life right now, it can be changed by just a simple decision. Like, and I don't know, it's rough, but it is what it is. And that was kind of a negative note, like on the side of positive and negative note at the same time. But anyway, anything Dustin wants to say? Anything you want to say before we holler off?
Well, man, I think I'm good.
All right. And you're just like Thomas. No, I'm kidding. But like, he's cracking me up lately being in videos. Just like, I'm like, I always just troll him for asking, by asking him like, anything you want to say before we go? And he's just like, not really. Like, it's just funny how I just catch him off guard. But anyway, guys, email us, tweet at us. It's all in the description below, and we'll be talking to you guys next time.
We'll see ya.